Welcome to the Dice Tower, a show all about board and card games. In this episode, Dan King and Eric Sommer take a look at different board games at the GAMA trade show in Las Vegas. This show is from 2014 and talks about all the brand new games coming out. Here with our interviews is your host, Dan King.
Hello, my friends. Game Boy Geek here at the Dice Tower. I'm here at GAMA, and we are talking to Greenbrier Games. We have both Teresa and AJ with us today with all assortments of games here. So, Teresa, tell me, how long have you been coming to the GAMA trade show?
Well, this is actually our first year here.
Cool.
Yes, so we're very excited.
So if it's your first year, what are you hoping this will do for you?
Well, we're here, we went to some of the workshops that were here. We went to go to some of the retail ones because it allowed us to see it from the retail perspective and what we can do to help the stores out with our products.
Cool.
So it was nice to see that side.
It gives you a different perspective, right?
Perspective, because we only see it from a manufacturer's perspective. So we want to figure out how we can help the game stores more.
Excellent. And so for people that might not be familiar with you, what game would people most likely know you for?
You're mostly well known for our board game Apocalypse, which is a zombie survival board game. It's not just about slaying zombies, of course. There's a lot of steps in it. Scavenging is very important. There's also a whole fortification part to it. And it's a kind of a little RPG light kind of a zombie game.
Cool.
It's quite different than some of the other zombie games that are out there. And new for this year, we have an expansion out, Emergency, which is a hospital FEMA camp setting. It adds, again, more replayability, a lot of new scenarios.
Okay. And
fun. And we also have some hospital-themed zombies to go along with that.
Cool. So that's what's new here for the Z-Apocalypse side of things. And I've actually just been shown this cool little fun little pressure dice rolling game called Ninja Dice. Why don't you tell us about that?
Yep. Ninja Dice is a neat little game, and what's different about it than some other dice games are out there is that where the dice land and their orientation actually matters, and some of those dice can actually modify other dice depending on where they land.
So it has like a spatial element to it almost.
Yes, it does.
Cool.
And it's also, everyone at your table is rolling dice. It's not a solitaire game. So it's another unique. We really wanted to make it interactive and have everyone involved at the table. So you are ninjas trying to break into houses to steal treasure, and all the other ninjas at your table are trying to steal treasure from each other.
Of course.
How does it not sound awesome?
And over here we have AJ, who's going to tell us about Hull Breach.
Yes. Hull Breach is a fast-paced tactical sci-fi card and dice game, which is LCG style, but we focus a lot on customization. You build up your fleet, and you go kick some ass. The last person with a space station standing wins.
Cool.
We do a lot with marine boarding and stealing and hijacking and politicking and all sorts of fun things and friendships really quickly.
So is there negotiation involved? I mean, politicking?
There's nothing in the game mechanics that says one way or the other.
Okay.
We encourage it.
Okay.
Especially if you have a friend that plays in a really dastardly sort of way.
Yeah.
But the game comes with 3 decks, and we actually try to encourage more than 2 people to play because it's a very immersive feel where you can actually get a bunch of people involved and you can screw each other over in turn, which is really good. Yeah, it's just it's a lot of fun. It's very quick.
And how many players? How long does it take to play?
It takes about, once you get going, about 15 to 25 minutes to play.
Okay.
And for 2 players, it goes up from there. Our biggest game was 9 players, and that lasted for 2.5 hours.
Okay. Let's say 3 or 4 players. How long would it last?
Probably about maybe 45 minutes.
Okay.
An hour. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, that's what's new at Greenbrier Games.
Yeah. Cheers.
And then I'll just leave a little bit on. I'll cut it.
Cool, guys. Right on, Dan. Thank you. Yeah. And,
Thanks so much for watching the Dice Tower videos. Find more great videos and reviews as well as our top-rated audio podcast at Dicetower.com. You can also find other great shows at DicetowerNetwork.com. I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower. The Dice Tower is sponsored by Cool Stuff Inc., where you can find great games for great prices. Cool stuff in stock. Check them out at CoolStuffInc.com.